Welcome back, Legends and Germs, to the Winds of Winter. What the fuck happened last time, guys?
Batman.
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 and then
You don't
bullying
know what he looks
Batman.
like. You
And
don't know what he
bullying
looks like.
Batman.
Yeah, bullying Batman. Yeah, you guys basically just caught Tally and Porter up on everything that happened, and likewise, you caught up with them. Found out Porter is now a masked vigilante in the city of Rexentrum, which is something that he chose to hide from Tally for his own reasons that we all struggle to understand, but he's his own man for the time being. Um, but after some conversations with Yvain and Scylla, and also just a night of honesty, shall we say, between siblings with Scylla and Porter, uh, he decided to tell Tally, and Tally ignored him for a day afterward because she thought he was an idiot.
He deserved
You
it.
all yeah, you all went out shopping, ended up at the beach with Tally's dog, and ended up just having a nice relaxing day. Tally bought you all nice little outfits. Well, Belle actually just slept and ate most of the day, hanging out with the apparition of his sister that he conjures whenever he feels lonely, which is totally healthy, and I'm sure we'll address that at some point.
Not a problem
Um,
at all.
Not a problem at all. But you guys, while he was gone, did pick out an outfit for him. So I look forward to hearing what kind of outfit you guys decided to dress Belle up in. Um, but yeah, uh, we pick up here with a week before the festivities are planned to take place. Now that Tally and Porter have gotten to town, they are they have arranged for the wedding, which was originally going to be later on this week, to be pushed on to next week. It'll give them time to sort of relax after their trip, get everything in order, and also for the town to sort of take a little more time to heal and repair itself and get itself in order. So while that is happening, what would you guys get up to in the meantime? Keep in mind, this is a beach town with it's a beach town technically because it's on a beach. There's a beach on one side, there's a jungle on another, and then on the third side is are extensive vineyards, nearly miles and miles of them that you rode past on your way into town. They seem to have sort of livened up in recent days and weeks since the slaying of the false Hydra. The growers have replenished their stock of missing workers that they forgot they ever hired, and have now full harvests back in tow, and are making fresh wine by the day and exporting aged wine by the day as well. Uh, this town is full of things you can get up to. There are casinos, there are plays and different shows going on, an assortment of theaters, stores and books, and bookstores. There's a lovely temple, and then there's also trails through the jungle, as well as all number of different vineyards that you can visit. And we pick up as you guys are trying to get this tour guide to leave you alone. Where who wants to jump off? I guess we'll jump off with the simplest one. How about that? Belle, what what do you get up to this week if left to your own devices?
If if left fully alone, um, obviously we'll be more than happy to go along with whatever either of them want to drag me along to do. But when left alone, I think I really just kind of wander around a lot, um, taking some amount of, you know, solace in the progressively restructuring of the town. Like, you know, seeing that not everything is fine. Like we're coming up on something that is going to be emotionally weighty in a different, region of emotions. And he's very happy for that and very excited about that and everything. But being able to walk through the place where it is going to happen and look around and realize that it is not whole and it is not going to be whole anytime soon necessarily, um, is weirdly a little bit therapeutic in its own right. Um, I think particularly at some point I'll end up. Which one is it? Is Altafi the like entertainment district or no? Did I get that wrong? I can't figure out. I can't find my note on where the show was happening somewhere. But
You're muted.
Yes, Altafi Avenue is the
cool,
entertainment district. Sorry.
cool. Yeah. So I think that, I'd go wandering through there, um, feel bit a little bit at home just around spaces that are based in performance and facade in some way.
Okay.
Spend
I'm
some
with
time
that.
through there. Spend some time on the beach, and then not every day, probably, but we'll say 3 different times throughout the week. Uh, have you know quiet sitting, mumbling, one-sided conversation with my ghost sister. Um, we've moved away from the like, God, I'm so sorry. It should have been me. I should have been there, something to that effect, more into like the like hard reminiscence you get when you're talking with people about someone who has died. But for me, it's just like reflecting on the things we've done through life, childhood, into now, and continually telling her that I really need to write mom and dad, and then letting that hang in the air for a couple of minutes in dead silence before continuing on with my train of thought later on. And I'll look at the letters that she had written and gotten from mom, but not do that yet.
Yeah, very well. You don't have any of just to make the point of note. You don't have any of the letters that she wrote. You only
I have
have the
one that
letter,
she wrote.
just the one that she never got to send out.
Mm-hmm. The one that talks about how bad everything is.
Well, yeah, the time spent at Altafi Avenue, you pass numerous places numerous times. The Vermilion Orchid Casino, the Apex Concert Hall, the Marble Cloud Casino and Resort, the Taliesin Theater, the Casino Sabre, the Starlight Opera House, the Vinewood Casino, and of course, pocketbooks, or at least the empty stall where pocketbooks once stood. It is now been taken over apparently by some sort of lemonade stand. Do you stop
Nice.
in at any of these places? There's also like a little park that
I mean,
is on the outside of the temple.
yeah, church is maybe not where I'm gonna find anything that's I'm looking for right now.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I think that he would pop into places so far as there is a paywall because he has 2 gold pieces. So
There is there is a sign that you see if you're in the Vermilion Orchid Casino. There's a sign you see um, kind of tucked away into a corner that's like obviously not on display anymore, but you look at it and uh, it says 25 gold minimum.
mm,
Uh, on all
mm-hmm,
tables,
mm-hmm. Yep.
and it seems that they have kind of disposed of that for the time being, or at least
Mm,
have that on hold. And if you inquire, there at least at this casino, and if you inquire further at all the casinos, there is no minimum on bets for the foreseeable future, as business has been hard for everyone, including the casinos. Looks like the house doesn't always win when the economy goes down.
well, that, yeah, you know. Yeah, but I don't think that. Well, he's not really in a place to be betting on anything right now,
Oh, I
and
think you're in the best place to be betting. If you
no,
open your
that's
mouth
okay.
to anyone in that casino, they're gonna draw you in.
Yeah, that's okay. No, we'll just ignore that. Yeah,
Okay. So a quiet, reflective time for Belvin. Excellent.
yeah,
All right.
yeah, pretty much.
Sweet.
And
Excellent. Okay.
whatever nonsense I get pulled
I would
into.
assume that basically you're just around for all of this and will pop in when necessary.
Yep. Unless it's a late night heartfelt conversation or something of importance like that. Because
In
I
which
missed the
case,
last one too. I was hammered.
you miss all of them regardless. Early sleeper. All right. Well, Yvain, how about you? What is your gonna be what is gonna be your daily schedule for the next, like, 5 to 6 days?
I think she would kind of go between just sort of like checking in on Belbin and hanging out with Tally and Scylla. I do think that that funny thing that grief does starts to happen where it'll just hit you in the most random of moments, in the most random of ways. So like that first day when they all went out shopping together, I'm pretty sure that she would have saw like an article of clothing or like a bracelet or something and just thought to herself, "Oh my God, Kat would love this. Like I should get this for her." And then instantly remember that like Kat's not here anymore. And at first she starts to do that thing where she just kind of like let's smother it, let's just like smother this sadness in the moment so that we can put on a brave face and like get on with our day. But she starts to hear Cat in her head. uh so like the second or third time it happens, she's just like, "Oh, Yvain, you cannot be living your life like that. You've got to feel your feelings, you dumb cunt." And then Yvain's like, "What the fuck does that even mean, Cat?" And she's like, "I died. Be sad." So she's just having these conversations in her head with her. Um, and yeah, and you know what? She does start to listen to this imaginary version of Cat. Like she will actually kind of sit with the feeling of sadness and sort of sniffle. And then I think she would have said out loud, like, "Fuck you." And then if Scylla or Tally heard her, she'd be like, "No, not you. I'm
Uh,
sorry."
Fuck you too, I guess. I don't know. Are we mad today?
No, yes, it's fine.
Still, you see, still open her notebook and like write something down.
Um, we do pick out a sick outfit for Belle.
I do
I
that
need
I didn't draw. I'm so sorry.
I wrote something out, so it's fine.
Great.
hit me with it.
Okay. So yeah, at the end of that day, we come back to the hotel with all of our stuff and try to
Tally
try to
Tally is like has tons of bags, and Porter is sitting kind of just nonchalantly in the bar, just kind of reclining back in a chair. He's got a book open, and he's got like a little pair of reading glasses on the end of his nose, and he's just got like a flagon of some sort of like beer or ale beside him. And he just kind of looks up as you guys enter in, and Tally just is like laden with bags and just dumps them all onto him and just says, "I'm done being mad. Here, take them." Ugh. He just go, "Oh, okay, all right, I've got them," and just gets up and heads upstairs to put these away. And she just kind of sits. He's useful occasionally. Go get Belle.
Okay. So look, come on, let's get Belle.
Okay, I hope he's not sleeping again. It's so late in the afternoon.
Whoosh, open the door. Belbin.
You see
Uh,
Belvin passed out on the like at the foot of the bed as he in his usual spot, pretty much unmoved from this morning.
I mean, Mac, you tell me, have they been gone longer than 8 hours?
I'd say this is like day 2, so yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, sounds good.
I literally boom, hop onto the end of the bed so that he boop, pops up
Fuck.
a little bit.
Shit. Fuck.
We got
What?
you. We got you stuff.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So if you don't like it, that's fine. But we wanted to see you try a little bit of a new style. So all right, she pulls out of the bag the first thing.
What the fuck?
A pair of deep midnight blue, narrow-legged trousers with a wide chestnut brown leather belt. There you go. Sits in his lap. They are meant to be tucked into, she pulls out, a pair of high-quality brown leather lace-up boots that reach mid-shin. Then there is a white, long-sleeved, collarless V-neck tunic that's meant to be tucked into the pants. The V is deep enough for the compass to be on display, should you so choose. Layered on top of that is a long sleeveless but a buttonless brocade vest. Think that like the Matt Mercer vest shape, but with a little more structure. It's got like light blue base and subtle silver floral pattern, slightly darker blue piping along the edges. It's meant to be worn on top of all of that is this long, flowy, dark blue overcoat. It's like got a very loose structure, no collars or lapels or buttons. It's light, it's breathable. It fits closely around the arms, but it flares outward from the chest down and reaches about mid-calf. The accessories of this ensemble include a blue fringe wrap scarf that could be worn around the neck or tied around the waist, as well as a dark brown felt hat with a wide, flat, round brim, and it's adorned with a woven leather cord around the dome. So we made you look like fantasy hipster.
Erica, I think you may have missed your calling as a fashion designer.
Okay.
All right, we
Um,
want to see it. Go put it on.
yeah. Who's this sized for?
You. Like it is your size.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll go put it on. Mac, is it my size or is it the size of a normal halfling who is larger than me?
Your friends know you pretty well, and
But the
Yvain
tailor
has an
doesn't.
Yvain has an eye for measurements as she has made clothes before. All the young members of her tribe are trained in making their own clothing, and you've always seen Yvain in some pretty classy digs. So uh she has quite an eye for measurements, and it seems that she gave the tailor yours, and they stuck to them. They fit pretty well. Maybe a little bit snug in some areas, a little bit loose in others. Might need a little bit of tailoring in the trousers, but you could just cuff them, honestly. It
Should I be
fits
worried that you know how big I am? Like exactly?
I may have also measured you in your sleep. You sleep really heavy.
I know. I mean,
It was hard to get, because I couldn't like touch you, so it was like approximate.
We did our best guesstimate, you know.
I guesstimated pretty fucking close. I am not leaving to like strip down and put this on.
Underwear
Just
exists
fully
in D&D.
pants.
There you go.
But I guess Scylla would have noticed a couple days ago probably, but it's super obvious now for Yvain. Hanging on the cord behind the compass is the Stormlord symbol that came from his sister's hair. Um, but usually it's tucked kind of away. So I get dressed. Does this one go on my neck or on my waist? I'm confused. I've got this
Either.
fat ass belt on my waist already. So does it go around my neck or does it hide the belt?
Do the neck. Let's see how that looks.
Don't shrug yourself. Stop. Too tight. Too tight.
No, like one swoop. Just single swoop. There you go.
But then it goes like down to my knees.
Yeah, it's meant to.
Okay. There we go.
You look
Am I
dapper.
pretty yet?
Fantastic.
Amazing.
Do you feel bonita?
I feel bonita.
Wonderful, because you look bonita.
I don't. would we be offended with some light constructive feedback?
Not at all.
Cool. Hats are tough. I can see your crotch. And that's about it.
All right,
Everything is
well,
above me.
she takes the hat off and tosses it back. No hat.
Okay, that's better.
It was not
otherwise, this
Armani
is-
Bell, so you can have as much constructive criticism as you want.
I mean, this is pretty good. What do I wear this to?
Anyway,
Existing.
Yeah, all right. Thanks. Who bought this?
technically Porter bought it.
Okay.
It was a I'm gonna spend your money as revenge kind of day.
Okay, I can get behind that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I got to get used to it, but this is pretty nice. What'd you guys get?
I don't know yet.
I don't know.
Excellent
I need to try.
question. Erica used all her creative muster on that outfit, so you got nothing left for herself.
I've been trying to redesign Scylla's outfit since she stole clothes from Rael's closet, and that was a long time ago, and I still haven't succeeded. So,
At least a half month, about 2 weeks.
It's a
Yeah.
surprise, Belbin.
Or
answer.
what? Okay. Sounds good. What fucking time is it? I'm confused. Why is it
4:30
dark out?
p.m. I don't
Oh,
know.
it's
Yeah.
not dark out. Never mind.
It's like late afternoon. Have you gone outside today?
No. But that sounds like dinner time.
Early bird special, but sure.
Hey, don't knock the blue plate.
We should go eat at one of those restaurants that has like outdoor dining, so Belle gets some vitamin C, D,
Yeah.
whichever fucking one the sun does.
What are vitamins?
Pelted with oranges.
I think that's a service at some point, but I think you need stocks for that.
Mhm.
Sure. Yeah.
Or stockades.
Yeah.
You guys all head downstairs, and Belle still, are you in your, you're
Yeah, just-
twirling your little thing. Tally sees you and she squeals. She's like, he looks so good, you guys. You guys did such a good job. You have such a nice look for color, Yvain.
Oh, thank you. I always did like making clothes.
Belle, what do you feel about hats?
It kind of depends. If you want me to stare at your crotch, then you can put one on me.
You got 5 days till I'm married. She kind of like goes, she kind of is like, where is the hat that we got?
It's upstairs
It's
because
upstairs.
I was staring at crotches.
She like just like does her like little like baby giraffe running up the stairs and runs back down with the hat. She says, okay, so the hat was a no, obviously. She rips the leather cording, the kind of like braided leather cording off of the brim of the hat and just kind of tosses the hat. May I?
Sure.
And she kind of just like arranges it a little bit and just sets it very gently like a laurel kind of just around the crown of your head and just that's good. And now it keeps the hair out of your face because you're very handsome. So
It does look good. That was a good call, Tal.
Thank you.
and you can still see, right?
Yeah.
And now we can see you.
I mean, I'm never concerned about people not. Well, I'm often concerned about people not being able to see me. Actually, that was gonna be a stupid thing to say.
Yeah, walking in a crowd with you is very stressful.
That's why I just go up usually. It's just easier.
Oh, Scylla, we did get one more thing for him, right?
What?
Alex doesn't remember. That's fine. Yvain pulls out a very nice shaving kit for your beard.
Oh, yes. There we go. Sorry.
Thank you. Am I supposed to go shave
Okay.
now?
No, it's just to clean it up whenever you want.
I'm gonna go put this upstairs so I don't lose it, because I will lose it otherwise. But
Yeah.
thank you. All three of you. And to some extent, Porter for being a fucking dickbag, but like, you know.
Porter is sitting at the table, book open, just says, "You look very sharp, Bill," and just kind of like raises his glass, just kind of guiltily. "You look very sharp."
Okay, I'll be right back. And I'll run up and put the
Yeah. We can progress
back.
forward from this. Was there anything else that you wanted to get done this week, Yvain?
Yeah. I don't know if
Okay.
anyone has noticed or has
Yeah.
called it out to her. She does have like a very simple pair of like, I guess, yield flip-flops for when she needs to be inside of buildings. Otherwise, Yvain is still hair down, wearing the same like very baggy concealed clothes, walking around barefoot. Barefoot, y'all. Her feet hurt after a certain point. But how's the flower looking, Mac?
The flower you're referring to.
The one that she's been wearing around her wrist.
Oh, yeah, it's looking a little worn, a little thin.
Yeah, okay. She's gonna put that in like just a nice glass jar. Um and she's gonna find probably just a minute alone with Belle in the evening. Just where would you be, Belle?
fucking toss up between the beach or the bar.
Okay,
Vacation mode.
vacation mode.
I
So
feel like Scylla is
Vacation's
perceptive
what
enough
I
that
wanted.
she's tracking all of this.
oh yeah, I'm sure.
Every weird depressive thing. She's like a notebook written down, but she's like not in a place to help any of you. So she's like fully like stalkerish, like writing things about everybody. But I feel like she definitely has a high enough perception to notice the flower. And I feel like if it's left in the room by herself with her, like when you go down to get Belle, she just like does a little druid magic on it, make sure it's comes back to life a little bit.
Oh really? Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, she'll run back into the room and be like, "Oh shit, I forgot. Huh? Did you?"
I don't know. Maybe it just wanted to be better.
She hugs you really tight, really quick, not saying anything, and then let's go. And then she's like, just leaves without saying anything.
That's how I wanted that interaction to end.
with the flower in the jar. And I guess she will go find Belvin sitting on the beach somewhere. And just be like, "Hey,
Hey, what do you why? You got a plant in a cup? Why?
yeah, it wasn't alive before, but that's fine."
That
That's
seems
actually
wrong.
very appropriate. So she plops down next to him with the flower. I don't know if you may or may not have noticed this because like we're both in our own fucking heads right now. But so I've been doing something. It's not really related to the Storm Lord. It's not really a religious practice at all. It's a Rivermore thing. It's called the Long Walk, and that's roughly what it translates to. And essentially it's something that we do for people who we can't bring home with us for a funeral pyre. What we do is we go out, we find a flower that represents the person, and we wear it till it wilts. And we don't wear shoes. It's supposed to be some sort of symbolic bullshit about like, walking through life with grief and that pain, and then like the flower is representative of like the cycle of life and death and whatever. What's supposed to happen is that when the flower wilts, we're supposed to burn it with I don't know why everyone's laughing.
Because Alex's face went, oh.
It's basically like,
Oh,
oh.
no.
Because I fucked it up.
No. You didn't. I promise. This is going somewhere.
Going back in my
You're supposed to burn it with some effects of the dead. But I'm giving this to you, and the reason for it is that we'll either burn it together when you're ready, or I will go to the ends of Exandria with you if there is a way to bring her back. Burn it, don't burn it, but I'm in it with you. So she hands it to you.
Just look at it for probably 10, 15 seconds, kind of turning the jar around. Then, without really saying anything, just give you a hug, like arm around the neck.
She hugs you back.
You know, that's really fucking sweet. Now, I don't know what there is left in me to, you know, give right now. Um, but
Well, you don't gotta give me anything.
no, not give you something. That's not what I mean. Just in general. Um, it's just hard. And I know you get it, you know, you've lost a lot of people. Um, and honestly, it is, I know we talked about this before. It's still hard. The whole siblings thing with Scylla, but I'm happy for her. I appreciate you. It means a lot. Even if you did call it some bullshit while you were explaining it just now, you know, it means a lot. Um, I'd do the same for you easily, all the way to whatever fucking layer of hell and back. There's,
I know, Bill.
yeah,
And what I mean by you don't have to give me anything, I mean you don't have to put on a brave face. You don't have to pretend for any of us. All right?
yeah, that's really kind of what I mean by I don't know what I have left to give, really. There's not a whole lot left in the tank right now, but it'll fill back up at some point here. Have some more to go. Um,
So this is yours. This is for you. You let me know what you want to do with it. I will be putting my hair up and putting shoes back on because some of the old ways are just real fucked and
Jesus
impractical.
fucking Christ, what is wrong with your third toe? Fucking hells.
Yeah,
You
yeah. The
just
shoes.
fucking, I'll like cure wounds on her feet or something.
Oh,
You
thank
feel
you.
a lot better.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
The fucking old ways, fucking schmold ways on this one. Flour's good. We'll deal with this, but yeah, put your fucking shoes on.
Will
I mean,
do.
not now. They'll get full of sand, but like, you know, it when we're not on the sand anymore.
Yeah, I got you.
Yvain, was there anything else that you wanted to do during this week?
Hmm. Maybe just find more work. God, it was so bad last time though.
Uh, what kind of work are you looking for?
Um, I know everybody was sort of at the temple that was sort of the central planning area of
Hmm.
the recovery efforts. Are people still trying to rebuild? Like,
So it's not so much a bunch of rebuilding that needs to happen. The rebuilding effort seems to be taking place mainly south of Sawyer Street, in that area that uh, you guys found the entrance to the Hydra caves in, because it seemed that that area, that entire neighborhood, was completely consumed, and so that is where the real rebuilding is happening. Everything else is sort of just repairs, because
Yeah, yeah.
there are a couple holes in walls here and there and things of that nature, a couple floors. So there's not as much as like hard labor that needs to go on, as much as people are shorthanded in their businesses.
Got
People
you.
are, there are a lot of help wanted signs up, but it's mostly like, do you need a job? Because oh boy, do I need someone to watch the front. It's like that kind of thing. But if you wanted to go and offer your help to the reconstruction effort over south of Sawyer Street, I'm sure they would, you know.
Yeah, I think she'll kind of split her time between helping with reconstruction, and if anyone needs like a bouncer at the casino.
Yeah, okay. Give me a I want to make you roll something for this. Give me a persuasion roll.
Dun,
Let's just see how that goes.
dun. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So you do get a shift or two as a bouncer. They're for very early morning, and only for about 5 copper a day. So you make about a silver.
Shitwag.
You make about a
Shitwag.
silver for about 12 hours work.
All right. I'll take it.
All right. But yeah, and then you spend quite a bit of time rebuilding houses. You end up actually clearing, helping on the clear out team of Scylla's home, or at least the home that Scylla seemed to, unbeknownst to you, actually. Well, I don't know how much did you share with? Not at all. Okay, not at all. You clear out the home that you guys found the hole in, clearing out 2 skeletons and what looked to be a pretty pristine baby's room.
Is
Uh,
there a place where people are organizing the dead, like for burial?
there is. It is a little down by the beach, a little removed from where most of the main foot traffic is. They don't exactly want people walking by a pile of bodies and stuff. But
Yeah, so I think she would just any bodies that she come across, she'd handle them with great care to make sure that they're
Mhm.
in the designated place for later burial.
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
they're like the entire like system situation, the whole the whole process is heavily overseen by town officials and clerics of the Dawn Father, who all make sure that any dead that are found are handled with care. However, no dead are found. There are no bodies save the 2 skeletons in that one house.
Did she notice the little marks on them, on the skeletons?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Balls. 7.
Um, I would say that not really. You were sort of just in the house when they were pulled out. You didn't really get any hands on, but there were 2 skeletons that were sort of pulled, like taken out in what seemed to be like a couple of blankets that were doing what they could to preserve what they could without just bundling all of the bones in one bag or something, trying to be as respectful as possible, carried by on some blankets. You can see 2 skeletons pass by, and they seem worn and aged.
That nursery that we were in, I remember, Gavain remembers clearly Scylla freaking out and like
Hmm.
talking about the crib. She just kind of, if she gets a chance, just wants to go in there and kind of look around some more. Maybe open some drawers, see if she can find anything in there.
Go ahead, give me a full on investigation check. I'd say you're in there while the rest of the place is being cleared out. They are focusing more on the main room.
13.
13. Okay, what exactly are you looking for?
So
Like anything
she
specific?
mentioned the name, so she is just taking a closer look at the name. What is the full name on the crib?
Alllycs. And you could assume this would be pronounced Alice or Alex.
Mm. In the drawers, she's looking for like pictures, notes, just any kind of loose sort of memento.
So in the drawers, you find a couple of sets of baby's clothes, just standard fare. You find a small brush on the bedside table, along with what seemed to be washing implements. Um, you find tucked under the pillow of the crib, you find a small little wooden figurine. It looks hand carved, very lovingly detailed, but very simple, and worn smooth by, you can tell, somebody obviously handled it very often. It's a seahorse carved in just a little, very small, about like maybe like that big, like you know, about like
I
that
think it's a
big.
little choked up because it reminds her of her mom's woodworking and the
Yep.
little fox that she wears. And she's
It
like,
it very much gives you the kind of the toys that your mother carved for you when you were young.
oh, okay. Hmm.
But as far as mementos, there's a painting of a sailboat on the wall, like, nothing much other than that. A little stool by the crib, or a rocking chair, I should say.
I think at some point she would show it to Scylla.
So, Scylla,
Scylla, what you doing right now?
Yvain returns from a day of reconstruction work south of Sawyer Street. She's been going there occasionally, every, whenever she feels the urge.
She got shoes on for that too. Where would you be in the evening time?
Probably if it's like later, probably helping downstairs. I think she's still like fully in like mom mode, just like helping everybody.
So at this point, it's about midweek. Uh, Talia's started to realize, oh, people have started arriving for my wedding. Oh gosh, we only invited a few people, but wow, they're here now. Oh dear, oh shit. And is in full on, like, trying to be a good hostess, has no idea where anything is. She's in a strange place. She didn't get here early enough. She's like kind of running all over the place. So you've been kind of trying to kind of rein that in. Porter's been a huge help with that, actually. He always was. Um, but yeah, you're probably just downstairs. Tally is most likely back at the other hotel, getting other people situated, or having, like, an evening drink with somebody or someone. But you and Porter happen to be both sitting at the bar. Uh, God, Tiamora has, is that her name? Tiamora.
Yeah.
Yes,
Tiamora
I think
has,
so. And I didn't want to. I
yeah,
didn't want to misspeak.
yeah. Tiamora has, like, relieved you of duties. She's hired people now. She doesn't need as much help as she did at first. She's sort of picking up a little bit day by day.
She's still
But
doing that. Still doing that thing though. You know when you like work retail for a long time, and you like go to a supermarket or something, and then you find yourself like facing, just like out of like, like you're just like, oh, let's just move that a little bit. Like,
every time you eat out, you bust your tables. Yeah.
Like full,
Hell
like
yeah,
everything, like
absolutely.
yeah.
You're getting up every 10 minutes and just like bussing, little stuff, and Tiamora just keeps on, just like every time. I told you I don't need any more help. That's what his job is.
It's okay. He's new, you know. I'm not gonna.
Just sit back down. Order another drink.
Okay.
You don't even drink. Get another fizzy water. But Yvain returns, comes back in, and sits
This
beside you
sound.
and Porter.
Oh, it feels good to stretch the bones. Gosh.
Drink. Porter
Yes,
pushes,
please.
pours you a flagon out of a bottle that he's had by the table.
She's like sweaty. She's got like dirt stuck to her face. Feels good though. You know the house where the big fucking hole was at?
I feel like you'd like to see Scylla like kind of tense up.
Let me see if I clock that. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Insight or perception is up to you.
Nope. Not even a little bit. She
Dude.
bulldozes
like-
right through that.
Yeah. I'm remember it.
So like we cleaned that out, right? And the weirdest thing, like none of the other houses had any bodies whatsoever, but this one had two. So like we made sure that they were moved and that they're properly cared for in the right area to be prepared for burial and all that. But then like that weird nursery that we saw, I just took a little bit of look around and I found something. And it reminded me of the stuff that my mum makes. It's so darling. Look at this. And she holds up a little seahorse.
Oh, wow. That is really nice. We had little toys like that at the orphanage, but we were always the other kids were always fighting over them.
Can I
So
see it real quick?
Yeah. And she hands it to you.
Porter kind of looks over. So you all right?
Does she have any memories of this?
Of this seahorse.
Seahorse, yeah.
As you kind of hold it in your hand, you aren't like, it's not like all of a sudden this is a key that unlocks like something in your head, like, oh, pff, mind blast, brain blast moment. It's more just like it sort of just fits into a groove in your hand in a familiar way, but it almost feels too small. You can't place that feeling, but like this is too small, but it fits into your hand in a weird way.
I feel like Scylla's like, I feel like if you clock it, like is like running her thumb over it. But like if you really looked at it, like she's doing it in like a fucking neurotic way. like
I think Yvain would have
being
been looking
crazy.
to see your reaction because she remembers you acting weird in there before. So
she's acting really fucking
Porter is watching your hand and is watching the figure in your grip, and just the way that you're kind of like running your thumb along it. That's interesting. You all right, Sil?
and I feel like fully ignores Porter. And it's just like, did they tell you where they moved the bodies to?
oh well, they moved them out by the beach, and then did they tell me where they would have taken them?
They intended to be interred there, just by the beach, about maybe 200-300 yards away from the house.
Yeah, right on the beach, like right next to the house, 200-300 yards away. They would have marked it with just like a really simple wooden marker.
I feel like Scylla has like 1,000 yard stare, and then like before, like I don't think she really realizes she speaks out loud, but like under her breath just says, "Yeah, they'd like that." and it's just like staring at the seahorse, playing with it.
What? Who? Who'd like what? What are you talking about?
Porter is just eyes on you now, Scylla. Just kind of not just doing his thing. He's got his face on that he would always have when you guys would just kind of sit in silence.
And I think Scylla very much has her when you first met her face on, like very like uh zoned out and like very like not like no emotions cross her face. Like you watch her like she was probably masking pretty hard like when Porter's around or when you're around. Um and is and like you fully watch her like face just like fall, not like fall, but like fall into nothing. Like she's like staring at the seahorse and then like staring at the table and staring. Like she's I don't think she's like listening to any of you.
Van is like, fuck. What did I do? Did I do something? Holy shit. What do I do in this situation right now? Oh my
Porter
god.
just reaches across the table and just takes your other hand very gently and just kind of pulls it down to the table and just holds it gently and is just kind of rubbing your hand. Not saying anything, just waiting. He kind of gives you a glance, Yvain, and just
I feel like it's like a solid like I think like 15 minutes before she speaks. Like I think they sit there for a long ass fucking time. Like
Porter does
uh,
not speak. He just sits there and waits, and only will let go of your hand if you pull away.
mhm. I don't think she's I don't think she pulls away, but I also don't think she like squeezes back. Um until like I feel like you can like uh I assume like Porter has dealt with this a lot when they were kids, and I'm sure Scylla did the same back to him, so he's very used to it. But I think like to someone who's not like aware of it, like that's very yeah, I think it's like very unsettling. The level of like quiet and like full shut off for like a while, and I think you like actually watch her come back into herself. Like I think she was like up here. She was fully not in her body at the moment, like full dissociating.
Well, Yvain is dissociated before, but she doesn't know what that looks like from the outside. So to see someone else do it, it's just like, oh shit. Yeah.
And I think like finally like you watch like some sort of I don't think the emotions come back on her face, but like her eyes don't look like that anymore. And she puts down the seahorse and she squeezes Porter's hand and lets go. Um, and then starts like playing with her fingers. Um, I kind of only told Tally this. And I think there's like many emotions going across her face, and it's like very like I don't think even Scylla knows what she's feeling right now, but I think it's not like fully accepting any of her emotions. Um, and like very monotone says like, so hmm, I didn't really want to bring it up uh,
So you don't have to tell
because
me whatever it is. I don't
no,
want you to feel
I
like you have to do that.
no, it's more that everyone's been, I don't want to say growing through our grieving processes because we're quite noticeably pretty fucking bad at it. So some sort of grieving. Um, I got back more memories than you guys did.
Oh, the crib, the house. Are you Alice?
they feel like a different person, you know? I've not been that person for many years. I didn't remember that person existed. Uh, I don't know. I also don't have any answers about how I got to Port Tamale or, but yeah, you met my parents.
Did you want to go see them later? And I'm not
Maybe
saying
not
like, do you want
today.
me to come with you or anything? If you want to go alone, that's fine. But did you want to see them?
I already went with Tally once. Um, she kind of confirmed what I was thinking. Um, with her, she's got a thing. Maybe. I don't know.
Yvain opens up her palm and just kind of sits it near you as an invitation to hold her hand, should you so choose. Sort of like, I'm here.
Um, it'll take a hot second, but I think she'll put her hand in your palm, but not like respond very well like a shit reporter.
That's a lot. Oh, I'm so sorry, Scylla.
It's all been a lot, you know.
You should know, whoever you are, wherever you came from, you're our sister first and foremost. And we love you, no matter what. And wherever you decide to go from here, we all will walk with you, every step of the way. Do you want to keep that?
Kind of. I don't know. She'll just like pocket it, just kind of sit a little quietly.
Porter kind of swirls his drink around his glass. You know, it's always a question we all had. You know, every one of us. Tally, me, everyone we grew up with. It was always that wondering of where did I come from? Who were my parents? Are they still out there? At a certain point, a great deal of us accepted that we were never going to get an answer to that question. Others left looking for that answer. I don't know, it's just once you accept the question isn't going to be answered, I can't imagine what kind of world-rocking feeling it must be to receive the answer.
Feels like closure, but also opening 100 more doors.
No question only has one answer. And no answer
Fair.
only has one question.
I don't know if it's any consolation, but seems like they really loved you.
I think from there, the conversation progresses. And was there there was one other thing before, unless there was there was nothing else that you wanted to do, Yvain?
Mm-mm.
Well, then before we continue to Scylla, Belbin.
This is going to go really great considering what just happened.
Yeah, so great. Can't wait for this.
So that happened on evening 3. On morning 4, I will have woken up early. I'll go get like a half glass of water, go back upstairs after having been asleep for that entire conversation, go up to Scylla and dump the water in her face and go, "Hey, fuckwit, get up."
What? Why am I
Come on,
wet?
come on,
Okay, 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 okay,
come
okay.
on. We're going to get breakfast. And I will, after having basically ignored Scylla for like a week,
Yeah.
for all intents and purposes, reinstate breakfast time with Scylla for the next several days
Hmm.
with the general understanding that unless you bring it up first, I don't want to hear about your shit. You don't want to hear about my shit. We're just going to go hang out for 45 minutes and be normal fucking people.
Yeah, I don't think she brings up anything. I don't think.
Yep.
You guys find this beautiful little pastieri on Mincelli Road that looks out over the beach and the ocean, and it has little tables with parasols over them, and they serve all of their pastries with on little china plates, and it's really cute and sweet, and there's like music playing in the background.
This is so fucking
And
stupid.
then next door to that place, you find the
So
place you
stupid.
actually went, which is
Right,
this
yeah.
greasy spoon diner. It's got like waffles bigger than the plate. It's
Correct.
Perfect.
I
Yeah.
know my people. I know my people.
I don't know. It feels like
But
like a milkshake and French fries kind of morning. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, the
fuck
hangover.
yes. That's all.
Okay.
That was it.
Yeah, okay.
Just reinstate breakfast.
Awesome. Well then, I think before we get to Scylla, we're
Very
gonna
fair.
take a quick little 5-10 minutes just to re-up our water, get some snacks, use the bathroom, do what you need to do. So I'll be back here in 5 to 10.
Cool.
Welcome, Bark. Woof. Because I keep forgetting that Kahu is just like beside Porter
Kahoo!
at all times, just
I took Speak with
napping.
Animals specifically for this.
So yeah,
Specifically for that.
Scylla, what would you
Mhm.
like to do this week?
There's I have a list.
Okay, let's run through it.
Mhm.
Let's run through it, you and
Yep.
me.
Yeah, so it's like half my page. um but I think I think everything happens up to those first like 3 days that, um just, run around doing solo stuff, helping at the bar until she's told to fuck off. And then just like helping anybody she can just to fully like get her mind off stuff. She had her conversation with Tally, check her conversation with Porter, yada 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 yada. And I feel like she's been in such a like constant panic mode that you don't like real, you know, when you like don't realize your hair is grown until it's to like a point that it's just so fucking annoying that so I feel like over those 3 days she's suddenly like come into her body and is like perceiving the things that are bugging her. And I think you've noticed that she's like put her hair up for the first time in forever. And it's like she doesn't do that. Like it's just like it's bugging her so bad that she started putting her hair up, and you just see she's like visibly frustrated whenever it like comes and like you know
It's
like
like
if
at that
something like
point where
falls out of it.
it's just too short to stay up. It's long enough to go up, but it's too short to stay up, and it
So
just
it's like
keeps.
always falling, and you can see it like every time she's like just getting so annoyed. So I think on the fourth day after um you know all the
Breakfast.
serious chats and
Breakfast.
breakfast and wouldn't miss breakfast with Belle. I think she finds a moment where no one's really looking at her, and she goes off on her own, just like no one's perceiving Scylla, so she leaves. Um, and she does on that day does one of two things. Um, uh, first, to do the fun thing or the emo thing first. Let's go emo. Okay, so she's gonna go to the temple.
Which
Kind of
one?
the the most well off one that she could see. So probably the
Yeah,
one we've
there's
been
two.
going to.
There's only two. There's
Mhm.
the nice one and the ruined one.
Yes. So the
So
nice
go to
one.
Temple of the Dawn Father.
Hmm.
Okay.
And I don't think she really like. I think she takes a moment and she like uh kind of looks off at the Stormlord statue that's in there in the foyer, wherever that one is,
Mhm.
and just kind of does a silent like, "I'm very sorry. We yelled at you. Please don't smite us. I promise. Whatever. Uh, I yeah. We all told you to fuck yourself, but don't. It's we're just
The
we're just sad. Please don't fuck us." And as she's going, I think she looks for someone that looks. I don't know if she wants to go to the. He wanted to say father, but I know that that's like Christianity, and I don't know what churches call him. um, uh, whoever like, I don't think she wants to go to the big guy. I think she wants to go to someone that she thinks seems knowledgeable. Um,
Okay. You see an older gentleman, well, middle-aged gentleman, sort of salt and pepper hair, kind of like combed back. He's got the white sideburns. He's very Doctor Strangey, but a little more portly, a
hmm.
little more stocky. And you kind of walk up to him, and he looks a little bit down at you as he's a little bit taller. Yes, hello, my child. How may I help you this afternoon?
Hi, I trying to think how to phrase this correctly. Do you guys sell or could make any sort of magic scrolls? Do you guys have that capability?
Hmm. I don't think that we would be capable of that, unfortunately. Um, I can't really think of a place that would be able to fulfill that particular need in town. But I think the nearest place you could probably get something like that done would probably be well, Nicodranish, probably.
Yeah, that tracks. Okay, thank you. I just wanted to check.
I apologize. Is there anything else that you needed?
That was kind of it. Yeah,
Uh,
thank you.
well, of course, may the All-Father guide you.
And then like all like awkwardly does I think she says back whatever the Everlight followers say, but then realizes that's not right and like you
It
too.
it works all the same.
Okay, great. Um, and then as she's walking away, kind of, I don't think she's too upset because what she was planning, if that plan worked, was going to be very mentally disturbing for her. So she's like kind of okay. Um, she was looking for a scroll with Speak with Dead. so just like maybe that's the Stormlord being like, oh, yeah, maybe you should do that. Just
How
not
about you
have
wait
that.
for this one, Scylla? How about this? How about we don't immediately have this conversation now?
Yeah, yeah, just leave it
Thunder,
alone for
thunder,
now.
thunder.
Thunder, thunder. Wow, it's like a really nice day out. That's so weird. The thunder. Um,
You just hear whispering, thunder, thunder, thunder.
and thunder, thunder, thunder. It's like a weird man in a bush. Like, what's he fucking? And then I think after that, while she's like kind of in that weird headspace, um, I think ends up in front of a salon, and she's going to get her hair cut. Um, and I think that her hair has been doing like it's in her hood a lot, so I don't think you guys like see it a whole lot, but you've seen it this week because her hair's been up and trying to get out of her face. But her hair kind of like does this like black to like silver kind of weird ombre down her hair because her hair color has been changing unwillingly. And if you'd asked Tally Reporter, Scylla's hair color was brown 2 years ago, fully brown. It's not brown anymore. Um, and I think she like fully. I don't think because I already did the art for it. And I'm gonna send it to you guys right now. But she fully gets all of the ombre cut out of her hair, so her hair is just full black and is just fully accepting that part of uh of herself, and she's like, whatever, I think I'm done. Like she just gets it. She's just like, I just wanted, and this is also her wedding outfit because I was not doing two drawings. So is it this one? Let's go with this one. Yeah. There's her new hair. I finished this a week and a half ago and I couldn't send it to any of you, and it was actually driving me insane.
I saw it in the drive earlier today, and I was
I
like,
knew of all the people
huh.
who was gonna. I was like, fuck. Put that in there. I knew of all people it was gonna be you.
It's incredible.
So she gets her hair cut, and it's like kind of like you can see. I'll send the one of my draft things. You can see where her like the inspiration is very Kit
She looks
Tantalos
so
from
very
Willow.
chic.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm digging the androgyny.
Yes. Yeah. I think she like fully is like just done pretending about things. Um, I think she's also been like very much contemplating her wearing her gloves and stuff.
Oh
So I
yeah,
think she just
the gloves
yeah,
are off.
the
Caught
gloves
in
are off.
more ways than one.
Um, so yeah, she comes back with her most all of her hair cut off on the fourth day. Um, and I think it's one of those like whenever I dye my hair, I'm so used to dyeing my hair that like I don't even like once it's dyed, I'm like cool whatever, and I'll walk around. People be like, "Whoa, new hair," and I'm like, "What?" I think Scylla like fully puts it out of her brain already. It's like, and it's like when she walks, if anyone says anything, they're like, she's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah."
I think
But
if you come up to the counter and you sit down, Yvain is just seeing this person out of her periphery, and she's like, "Oh, morning, mate," and she's like, "Oh shit, you look good."
what? Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, it felt time I was gonna tear it out if I kept having to do my hair like that. So it
No,
felt
no, I like it. I
like it
like it.
was
It
on
looks
time.
good. Yeah.
Thank you. I was going crazy, so more crazy than usual. She like laughs awkwardly.
First time you see Tally, she flips, as you might expect. She just
Mhm.
kind of goes crazy, starts like just fussing, like messing
I'm
with
going
your
to mess
hair.
up.
And,
Get out.
no, but it's so easy now. And yeah, she loves it. She thinks you look fantastic.
Thank you.
You're going
It
to
was
look
time.
so good. Ah, I can't wait to see what everyone's going to be dressed up. I love seeing people dressed up.
I mean, I
What do
can
you,
show you. It's ready. It's in my bag. I hope it doesn't have blood on it.
oh my god, the fashion show.
I think Yvain actually needs to practice walking in those heels again. I'm a little worried.
Ooh, I might need to practice too. Yvain, we can practice together.
All right.
Yeah. Anything else that you wanted to get done this week, Scylla?
I do feel like well, there's a couple things. Um, at some point on like maybe like a day after has gotten her haircut, she's gonna do both these things at the same time to save time. So while she is, I think her and Tally, she grabs Tally and whoever wants to come and is like, I'm gonna go talk to this dog and it's gonna be great. So if anyone wants to join us, you're more than welcome to.
I'm in. I'm in.
Porter, I don't, surprisingly, unsurprisingly, I don't know. He is right there, just silently, not saying a word, but he's there.
We're going to go talk to the dog. Go on the beach and play fetch, and I'm gonna cast speak with animals. And
Okay, so the lot of you, I'm guessing, all go out to the beach, and Kahu is just kind of like plodding alongside of you. He is the second his paws touch the beach, he is off, just gone. And if any of you look at all worried to Porter, Porter just he'll be back. Just give him a moment. And after about like maybe 60 to 90 seconds, you just see him just going right back the other way. And after running
Grandpa
pretty much the
Zoomies.
almost the length of the beach, he just kind of trots back. And once at this point, you guys have kind of all sat and found a place to, kind of set yourselves. He just kind of plops down right next to Porter and just sets his head on his paws, and just kind of lays there, watching the water.
All right, are you ready?
I don't think I've ever been more ready for anything in my life. And she like kneels down next to you.
So we'll cast speak with animals.
On just you?
I can only do me. It's only self.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I looked. I was gonna let them do it, but cast speak with animals. And she's like, Kahu, buddy.
You see his eyes just kind of like look up. Like he does not like go, oh, he doesn't look confused. He doesn't look, his eyes just kind of barely just kind of like go up to you in recognition. Hmm?
I knew you were a smart dog. Good though. Will you tell me something embarrassing that they did in front of you? Please, please, please.
He looks up at Porter and looks over at Tally and looks at you and says, "They are perfect."
Perfect. He thinks you're perfect, guys.
Tears immediately from Tally. Porter is just kind of smiles and starts scritching him behind the ear. Oh, that's so good.
He likes the scritches. Is there any place you like scritches more than other places to let them know?
Porter knows.
Porter knows. Are you happy?
Yes.
Yes. Do you want them to feed you more or something? What do you want me to tell them what we have this time?
He just kind of like looks up at Porter and says, "Tell Dad beach is clear, and tell Mum thank you."
So we'll relay that to them.
Porter immediately just like Tally's a mess. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Tally is a blubbering mess, and Porter is like goes down and nuzzles him and whispers, "Good boy." What a
And
good boy.
then she just says, "Okay, so we only have so much time, but if you have more Zoomies time, I would love to go running with you as a dog. I can be a dog too."
And he perks up. You wanna play?
Oh yeah.
You guys have been listening to Scylla and uh Scylla and Kahu kind of just exchange snuffles and like sort of like borfs a little bit here and there. Like kind of just little bits and pieces here. Kahu perks up and barks at Scylla.
And then
And
Scylla just
Scylla, how
goes,
do you react?
Rachel, and then jumps fully like breaking before he can go, and jumps into the fastest dog she could think of and starts
Greyhound.
sprinting in the other direction.
Just
Yeah.
Kahu bounds up and just starts bounding after you, slobber dripping off of his jowls, and just takes off. Yeah, it is a lovely day on the beach.
And then I feel like after, Scylla gets obviously tired running around as a fucking dog, uh, we'll go, and as everyone's like, if Tally ends up by herself,
Uh-huh.
for a second, we'll just uh, kind of sit next to her as a dog for a second, and then
Oh, you're not Kahu? Oh, you're Scylla, you. And she instinctively just starts kind of like tousling your hair or your top of your head.
and then she'll come out of wild shape.
She keeps on tousling.
Oh,
I like you better as a dog.
I would like you better as a dog. Fuck you. But you can't turn into a dog, can you?
I'm sorry, I'm not enough of a bitch.
Oh, whoa. Big words, big throat. As they're like kind of like moving back and forth, and she kind of like looks around to like see that everyone's kind of occupied. So Porter said something about how you have not had a vision since I left. Are you gonna tell me that?
Um, I mean, I've had like plenty of visions about
You're
like so
so
many
good at lying.
things.
You're so good
So
at
many
lying.
things. Oh, fuck
You're
you.
so good at it. Yeah.
I don't know. It just I, maybe I figured I got the yips or something. Maybe I'm just not as good at divination as I thought or something.
That's insane. You're so good at divination. What the fuck?
I mean, I get it, but it's yeah, since you left, I haven't had one like at all. And it kind of made me rethink some things because like, maybe I'm, not like especially good at something like I thought I was. So instead of majoring in divination, I went to major in transmutation instead.
I was wondering about that.
It just sort of, when you left, I don't know, I got really sad for like a little while, and then I had a dream or two about you, but then after a while, it just it just never happened again. And I mean, I thought about you all the time, but it just I kept trying to think about the things that, like, oh, if one of my, you know, one of the people in my class was gonna have a bad day, or if my teacher was going to give us a test or was going to be particularly shitty that day or something. I don't know. Nothing worked. I tried to do divination magic. I could do it, but I can't do it any better than anyone else. It just, I don't know. I don't have any, those feelings that I would have. I don't know. Maybe it's only like people that I really love, but I don't really have them about Porter.
It's because I'm more important. It's fine.
Yeah, I figured. She's kind of like twirling a pencil in her hand, just kind of nervously, like flicking it around. I don't really understand it, and I don't like it when I don't understand things.
I know.
Especially when they're about me.
I understand that feeling a lot.
Porter mentioned something about. He said that you might want to talk to me about some of the stuff we talked about in the. Well, he'd said that you guys had talked. And
We did, yeah.
yeah, about. I'm guessing it's about what we talked about that first day.
Well, it depends on which time I talk to Porter, because now it's 2.
I just
You
wanted
already
to
knew the stuff about my dead parents. You already
I
knew that.
know, I know, but you guys had the whole thing, and I just wanted to check in. But you get it.
I do.
You get
And
it.
one of the things that is scary to me right now. You saw my hands. So I think in direct relation to that, or what I have found out, is that there is some form of decay gathering in my body every day. If I do not release it, I could hurt people or myself. That's what we talked about.
Is that what happened with when you? Is that what happened when you left? Is that why you left?
That and the wings showing up. Took a lot of things at once.
But but I could have helped.
Something you could do, Tal.
I can still help. I'm going to the fucking Solstice Academy. It's one of the biggest repositories of knowledge in all of Wildmount. And you're saying I can't help you?
I could have
I'm your fucking
touched you
sister.
and you would have died,
I
Tally.
don't care. I'm your sister, and you saying I can't help you? That's not fair, Scylla. And for like a split second, you see the little 8-year-old telling you that it wasn't fair that you got to play with the toys longer than she did.
I think for like a split second, Scylla wants to yell back at her that it wasn't fair that you didn't speak to me for 2 years, but holds it in really hard because she sees the little 8-year-old in Tally.
I want to help.
It's just not that kind of thing.
There's got to be something I can find. There's a book about everything.
Me and Belle have gone through so many fucking people.
People
no
are
one
people.
Has an answer.
Books are everything.
Okay, I understand that's how you feel. But I don't know. I don't know, Tal. It felt big and it felt scary, and it felt like if I stayed any longer, I would kill both of you. And that's not a feeling I enjoyed having. I've almost killed Belle and Yvain and Kat.
And you
Me
let
and
them
Kat got into a lot of
stay.
fights. Because they're very stubborn. And I also didn't know them, so who fucking cared if they died? And then, no response. It's fine.
Look, just promise me you'll keep me updated, okay? Please? I missed you so much and I didn't know where you were.
Around.
I didn't know where
I
you
miss you
were.
too.
I didn't know if you were angry at me, and because when you left it was also quick and also like just I didn't know where you were going.
I didn't know where I was going either.
I just didn't.
But as you can tell, my favorite trauma response is running away from things. So 2 times
Promise
in
you
2 years, it's
just
pretty good track record.
promise you won't run away again. Please. Not from me. Not from us. We're a family. We're the only family we have right now. Please. I thought I lost you once. I don't want to do it again.
I feel like promising you that fully outright will, knowing myself, lead to more disappointment than happiness. So I will try my best. Yes. But sometimes it is very involuntary.
You don't have to do everything alone, Scylla.
I know. Sometimes. I sometimes know.
Are you going to kill me if I hug you?
I could. I'm not joking. It's no.
Risk I'm willing to take. And she
Okay, fine.
she gives you like a really, really tight hug. I love you, Syl.
You too, so good.
Was there anything else that you wanted to do, Scylla?
That was 2 down.
God, that
Uh,
low, jeez.
After I feel like maybe like 2 more days. I feel like she's like walking around in town now. She's not, because she basically got a speech from her friends being like, "Don't be a little bitch. You see Rael." So she's not ducking away from any blonde person she sees in the crowd. I think she's like visibly tensing, but it's like, I think she's accepted if what's gonna happen is what's gonna happen, and if she gets randomly sucker punched, she deserves it. Uh,
I would like you and you, Yvain, to both make a perception check. Or just, like, yeah, let me know. Hold on a second. Let me check something. Okay, yeah, perception checks, please.
It's exactly what you think it is.
Okay,
oh my
Yvain,
god.
never mind.
17.
17. Okay. Uh... Damn. All right, not even B tier. Okay. Let me
Yeah,
let me
my pass was 16. Yeah.
let me see something. on day 5. You're kind of stepping through the the shall we call it the oh God, my brain just completely fried. Ah, I'm so sorry. Um, let's call it the restaurant district on Sumali Way. You're thinking of getting a bite to eat. As you were walking, you hear clattering behind you more like a large clattering noise, really. And you turn around to see that an entire side stall of what looks like a little bistro. It has a little patio with some tables and a couple of umbrellas and a little cart that seems to be rolling around coffee. Um, the coffee cart and one of the tables are completely knocked over. A You see coffee and broken glass and broken pottery and mugware scattered all over the ground as coffee seems to seep into the cobblestones. You see a waiter just kind of picking himself up, trying to like brush himself off, and oh, good God, oh God, my boss is gonna kill me. Oh, I'm so sorry, miss. Pulling somebody up out from like underneath the table where it seems like the table may have fallen on them. A tall, muscular individual, close cropped, short, white blonde hair, cut in a very sort of like kind of similar to yours, Alex, shaved close on the sides,
Like
long.
drug short hair.
Yeah, no, 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 but just close cut on the sides, longer on the top, but just like pearlescent white, blue eyes, subtly pointed ears, clad in a deep vermilion green set of leathers, uh, kind of pulling themselves up as the waiter pulls her up. Oh, are you all right, miss? And she like, kind of towers above him. He's like, oh, see, you're just fine. She kind of like looks around and looks directly up at you, Scylla. You see those same blue eyes and that same look for the third time now.
Oh, not that
That
one.
that familiar mixture now, that now familiar mixture of fear and anger and sadness. And it gives way to a look of almost desperation as she turns and walks briskly away, turning a corner.
Wow. um.
She doesn't give you a look. She doesn't
Mhm.
give you a or anything. She just sees you. You clock though that kind of twisted tornado of emotion in her eyes, and then she just seems to tear herself away and just walks briskly and quickly, pointedly.
God, I feel like that like fully that first look like fully like I think like so like dead ass took psychic damage. Like she's been so scared about this for so long, and that's kind of exactly what she thought was gonna happen. But I feel like she kind of hears Yvain's voice in her ear for like a half a second, and she walks up to the guy that was just like, "Oh, my boss is gonna be so mad." Um,
He is like
and
trying to pull the coffee cart back up.
yeah, she helps him, get better. She'll cast mending and
Oh,
prestidigitation on whatever needs
thank you
to be
so much.
fixed.
Oh, thank you,
And
thank you.
yeah, no, it's okay. And she'll uh put a platinum in his hand and say, "If she didn't pay her bill, I got it. And then if your boss gets mad, or keep it as a tip, whatever you want." Um, and then she'll walk away. -1. And then she'll walk towards the alley that she walked down and just kind of stop and top it and just glance and see if she's still there. And if she's not, she'll go back.
Nope, not there. It You see the alley just kind of leads out into another side. It's not a closed off like alleyway. It's leads off into another street.
Mm-hmm. I feel like she tries to take like 8 million deep breaths. Um, and then full like when you're like anxious speed walking. She's anxious speed walking back to the hotel, and whatever Yvain is doing fully grabs her and rips her away from whatever she's doing and drags her upstairs.
Fuck my drink. Shit. What the fuck is happening?
And I think after like the adrenaline of whatever just happened, um, she just sits on the bed and still kind of goes catatonic for like half a second. But I feel like she has different levels of catatonic. Like,
We've
and one
seen
of them
so many this
is
session.
very one of them is very specifically related to when Rael
Yvain
comes
goes
up.
over and gently shuts the door, sits back down on the bed.
Just,
Okay.
like tugging at her hair a little bit.
Okay. I like sit you up.
It was
Crisscross
bad.
from
It
you
was
on the
bad.
bed, facing you. Well, no,
It was
no.
bad.
Hands
It was
down.
bad.
No.
It was
Okay.
bad.
What
Okay.
what happened?
I think she knocked over a coffee cart. And then looked at me the same way she looked at me that day. And then one other look I didn't really get, and then she ran away.
At that point, it dawns on her what's going on.
She didn't explain it all. She just fully went into it.
Oh shit. Oh.
She ran away.
Oh.
It wasn't a run. It was a brisk pace.
Well,
She didn't punch me, but it honestly was more painful than her punching me.
but Scylla, she showed up. I mean, part of her probably wanted to see you. I think that's a pretty, from a third party perspective, pretty reasonable reaction for someone to have. And she's probably still going to go to the wedding. You'll have another chance to see her.
She like fully fucked up some dude's day. She like knocked over a coffee cart. I want to know what the context of that was. Like, was it an accident or like he like fully like she was under a table? I have questions. Anyway, it was very painful, and I thought I would tell you. That's it.
I'm sorry that she ran off like that. That's not cool.
It's funny because I've been expecting it. That's the exact reaction that I would expect was going to happen. It was like one of two. None of them were good. It still didn't stop it from hurting when it happened.
You know, both of you have very, very strong emotions surrounding what happened between the two of you. But I think that maybe you should seek her out. Maybe she doesn't want to talk to you right now, but later, you guys can talk about what happened.
Oh, that's scary though, Yvonne.
But it's necessary. Listen, I have been running from shit my entire life, and I can tell you eventually it comes back to get you. You might as well face it now.
And that's why I invited her, but it's oh fuck.
Maybe we could do some snooping and figure out where she's staying.
Maybe. I don't know. I already feel bad. Did I tell you I read one of her diaries before we left her house? That's I feel like I've done so much.
Zilla, that's a huge invasion of privacy.
I know it is. I only read one when we were still friends. Like I didn't read one after I'd left. I didn't go in far. It was like one I could have read when we were still friends.
Those pants that you had, were those hers too?
Yeah, fully. I stole those. Those were fully stolen. And her mom said I good. Hannah said I good.
Okay. Maybe don't mention that you read a diary to her.
I'm fully not going to do that though. That's very dumb. That's very dumb. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Very fine.
You know what you could do? Maybe ask Porter, Tally, or just around to see maybe where she's staying. Just send her just a message. Maybe it'll be easier with some distance. Figure out somewhere to meet. See if she comes.
It's a good idea. I have to be a pussy about it for at least 6 hours though, so I'm not gonna do it right now.
A little housekeeping note, for the record. Tally and Porter have fully like they've fully ditched their other hotel room and have just been staying in the room across from yours for the entire time that they've been here. So, just point of order, they are available.
Yeah, they also didn't like invite her though, so I'm not sure if they'll know where she's staying.
Father Alpha would mind.
That's true. That is tomorrow Scylla's problem, not today Scylla's problem. Today Scylla's having traumatic moments relived. Tomorrow Scylla can be mature and diplomatic. Today Scylla has to lay down on a pillow face first for at least an hour.
Okay. She opens up the bag of cats. she she grabs a couple of kittens.
Yeah, I need at least 3. It's fine.
I assumed Belle was like sleeping off a hangover through most of this, so it's just like
fucking somewhere, man. Who the fuck knows?
Did he hear? Scylla wouldn't have checked if the room was empty. She would have just burst.
Depends what time of day it is. He might be out on a walkabout. He might be here.
Roll a luck check. Did Belbin hear one of our heart to hearts this time?
evens you're there, odds you're not.
Hey, look at that. I'm there.
Hey, we woke you up.
It was the first time for everything.
Didn't say a word through the whole conversation though.
Cats,
Giving cats.
Oh, he's
cats,
handing cats.
cats,
Thank you,
cats.
Bo.
Cats.
Close the door. They're gonna get the fuck out. Otherwise, it's
closed.
gonna be
I'll make
really
sure.
bad.
So was there anything else you guys wanted to get done, Scylla?
That's my list. Porter questions already happened. Immediately because bullying works. I did.
Preemptive bullying.
Do I want to talk? Yeah, yeah. He just knew I was going to bully him, so he should just tell me whatever he's hiding because I will get it out of him. She's gonna leave Belle alone for right now because I feel like she thinks they're in a slightly better place right now.
Okay.
I'm done. Oh,
Okay.
actually, one more thing, really quick.
Okay.
Scylla goes out and gets like more
Just
of
super
like,
hammered.
She
Double
goes
fisting.
to
And
one of the
reporting
like
hands.
nicer like jewelry shops, and gets kind of like one of those like blue silver chain choker kind of esque things. Makes it a little more masculine, not like a choker thing. And one night just leaves it by the bedside of Belle, and it just says a better home for her symbol with a note next to it. It just doesn't. We don't talk about it, but she leaves it there.
Real solid stuff, guys.
I think it's important to note that at no point in the entire week will Belle mention Scylla's hair at all. Absolutely zero fucking chance that it gets brought up.
We're not bringing up anything that's happening right now.
Not a goddamn thing.
Y'all got so much to unpack.
And we never will.
So near the end of the week, Tally comes up to you, Scylla, and says, can we we're gonna need to borrow you for the rest of the evening.
Okay.
Rehearsal.
Oh God, I take it back.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on. So she drags you out to the temple where oh God, I had a name for it. What was the name of the temple? God damn it. The Horizon's Rest. She drags you out to the Horizon's Rest with Porter. And basically she says, so we don't exactly have like a maid of honor or a ring bearer or any of the kind of like the usual stuff. But you're the only family we have. So I was kind of thinking we were going to ask if well, I wanted
Say the word, Sally.
Porter just kind of steps in. We would like you to walk us down the aisle together.
Okay, you big softy. I guess I'll do it.
All right. That's all we wanted. And you sure you're all right with that?
Yeah. Do you need the ring bearer? I feel like Belle will be really good at it.
We've got that taken care of.
Okay.
I just wanted
Is
to make
Kahu gonna do it?
We've got it taken care of.
Okay.
Thank you for being a part of this.
Of course. The fact that Tally thought I would miss it is honestly pretty fucking insulting, but I'll leave it alone. You're getting married.
Well, all right, let's get this over with. I need a drink. The rehearsal goes off without a hitch. And you all go out for a round of drinks afterward, and Tally is sitting with you, and She looks at you and says, "It's kind of crazy thinking about where we came from and where we are now. We're such different people than we ever thought we'd be."
You're a nerd. It's about what I thought you'd be, but I understand the sentiment.
And you're still annoying, but
Uh-huh.
stronger and wiser.
I have my moments.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of us.
Calling out the big words.
I'm
Big
proud of
words. Okay.
I'm proud of all of us. And I am, and she like stands up, kind of stretches a little bit, hikes up her dress a little bit, kind of like ties it up. Just kind of
You gonna
walks
fight?
around. Oh yeah, I'm fine. Just walks around behind you and just kind of gives you a really big hug from behind, around your shoulders. I love you so much, Sil. And I'm really, really sorry. I invited Rael. And she lets go and runs up the stairs.
I knew they wouldn't not invite her.
And that is where we're going to end our session for tonight.
Yeah. Silas turns into some scary animal and is fully chasing her.
Oh, she locked that door. Oh, she
There's-
locked that door. She ran into her room, slammed it shut, and locked it.
There's a bear outside the door.
Help! I'm getting married. You can't kill me. And that is where we end the session for tonight. You thought I was gonna kill you. Gonna
I
red
was
wedding
really
you.
worried for a second.
You thought I was gonna
No,
like
I
red
really
wedding
was.
you.
Oh my
I took been
god.
a doppelganger the whole time. I'm really proud of you.
Oh no. Not yet. Oh boy.
I knew that they
Alright,
would not
so
invite. They were friends with her too. They were friends with her.
we're ringing wedding bells next time. How we feeling?
Good. Oh my god.
Well,
But
they
it does make me wonder, did Rael get your letter?
Right?
that yeah.
Yeah.
I
Questions,
apologized heavily in that letter.
questions. All right. Well, I'm gonna stop the recording there. So, oh God, please don't do it. Don't do it. All right. All right. See you later, YouTube.